morning students. This is Purnachandra Higher Secondary School, Garibudar, Mayurbhanj. I am your LM lecturer in chemistry. In the previous class, we have discussed about the solution chapter, and that was the last class of solution chapter in class 12. Now, today I am going to discuss about the third unit of the chemistry, that is electrochemistry. That is a very interesting and important topic for the plus 2 student as well as the NEET and IIT and JEE etc. examination. So electrochemistry is a very important chapter for 12th class student. Now we are going to discuss about the introduction class of electrochemistry. So at first you have to know that before going to the entry point of the electrochemistry, we have to come what is electrochemistry, what is the definition of electrochemistry, what is the importance of electrochemistry. That question arises in our mind. So at first you have to know that what is electrochemistry. So at first we have to know that what is electrochemistry, the chemistry which is related to the electric current or electricity, that is called electrochemistry. So at first we have to know that the definition of electrochemistry, that is electrochemistry means it is the chemistry or it is the branch of chemistry, it is the branch of chemistry, it is the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the interrelationship between the chemical energy and electrical energy. So my dear students, that is the definition of electrochemistry. So electrochemistry means it's the branch of chemistry which deals with the study of the interrelationship, that means the relationship between the electrical energy and chemical energy and the interconversion of it. So in case of electrochemistry, the electrical energy changes to chemical energy and chemical energy also changes to electrical energy. There are two types of cell. One is known as chemical cell, another is known as electrolytic cell, by which we can interconvert to the energy from chemical energy to electrical energy and electrical energy to chemical energy. So there is the suppose electrical energy and here is chemical energy. That was the first class, or it is the first class of electrochemistry, that is the introduction class. So electrical energy to chemical energy. If the energy will be transferred from electrical energy to chemical energy, then that type of cell or the cell or the device, electrical device by which we can transfer the electrical energy into chemical energy, that type of device is called electrolytic cell. That is called electrolytic cell. But if the chemical energy changes to electrical energy, then the device is known as electrochemical energy. That is electrochemical cell, not energy, electrochemical cell. So that is the interconversion between the electrical energy into chemical energy and reverse, that is chemical energy into electrical energy. The electronic device or the cell by which electrical energy changes to chemical energy, that is called electrolytic cell, and the chemical energy is converted into electrical energy, that is called electrochemical cell. So electrolytic cell and electrochemical cell, very important, that will be discussed after some chapter or some terms. Now we are going to discuss about the substance. We have already discussed the substance of or matter on the basis of the electrical properties in case of solid state. हमें solid state के कौन पढ़ी थी ना electrical properties of solid. So in that chapter we are going to discuss about the types of substance. That is, on the basis of the electrical properties of any substance, there are three categories. One is known as conductor, that is conductor. Another is known as semiconductor, and last one is called non-conductor, or it is also known as insulator. So this concept has already discussed about that in your solid state class. Now I am going to discuss about this also further, that is conductor, semiconductor and non-conductor, that is insulator. So what about the conductor? Conductor means the substance, any substance, in that case electrochemistry, the substance by which or through which the electric current can pass through easily, that is called conductor. It is the substance through which the electric current can pass easily, that is called conductor. That means the electric current can pass easily, so it is called conductor. And the partially flow of electric current through the substance is called semiconductor. Partially flow of electric current through the substance is called semiconductor. So now we are going to discuss about the non-conductor. That means there will be no flow of current through the substance. That means there will be no passage of electric current through the substance, or the substance which do not allow to pass the electric current, that is called non-conductor or insulator. So my dear students, the examples, you have to put the examples of conductor. There will be conductors. Okay, conductors again divided into two categories. After that discussion about the two types of conductor, we are going to discuss about the examples of that type of conductor and that type of conductor. So that will be the definition of conductor, semiconductor and insulator. So we are going to discuss at first the types of conductor. There will be two types of conductor, that is, one is known as metallic conductor or metallic conduction, that is metallic conductor, and another one is, that is, electrolytic or electrolyte. So semiconductor, there will be no any importance term, or there will be no any importance in that chapter of electrochemistry, that is semiconductor. So the semiconductors example is silicon, germanium, arsenic, etc. And the two types of semiconductor, that is negative types of semiconductor and positive type of semiconductor, we have already discussed about or in the chapter of solid state. So my dear students, there will be no any importance or vital role in that electrochemistry of the semiconductor. So that has not to be discussed in that chapter. Now we are going to discuss about the non-conductor or insulator. Insulator are also two types. One is called non-conductor, another is called non-electrolytes. That is called non-conductor, or in case of solid case and liquid case. There will be two types of non-conductor or insulator. In that case of solid state, that is called non-conductor, and in case of liquid state, that is called non-electrolytes. There is non-electrolyte, and it is called non-conductor. So we are going to discuss about the metallic conductor. What do you mean by metallic conductor? The conductor which is used or which is formed by a metal. That means the metal by which the electric current can pass easily, that is called metallic conductor. Now the examples of metallic conductor, that is gold, silver, copper, iron, aluminium, etc. These are the examples of metallic conductor. But electrolyte means the solution, or in fused state the electric current can pass easily, or the solution which allow to pass the electric current easily, that is called electrolyte. So in that case it is in solid state or it is in liquid state. It is very, very important, that is electrolyte. So electrolytes are the solution which allow to pass the electric current easily. That is called electrolyte. And the solution electrolytes examples are like the aqueous solution of NaCl, the aqueous solution of any other salt, that is salt base, etc. That is BaCl2, CaCl2. These are the example of electrolytes. So electrolytes are also divided into two categories. One is called strong electrolyte, another is called weak electrolytes. Now we are going to discuss about the non-conductors. That means non-conductor, you are already discussed or you are knowing that non-conductors are number one, that is plastic, glass, rubber, etc. These are the non-conductors. That means the substance or solid substance through which the electric current cannot be passed easily. That is called non-conductor. And non-electrolytes or liquid substance, that means the solution or in fused state there will be no electric current pass. That means the solution, the example will be sugar solution, urea solution, and ammonia solution, NH3, phenol, etc. These are the non-conductor or non-electrolytes. And what will happen? What is the reason for which the sugar solution cannot pass easily, or sugar solution do not allow to pass the electric current? We discussed about that after that. Okay. Now the metallic conductor, that is already finished. So let us discuss about the electrolyte. There are two types of electrolyte. One is called strong electrolyte and another is called weak electrolyte. So strong electrolyte and another one is called weak electrolyte. So my dear students, what do we mean by strong electrolytes? We know in the fused state or liquid state, the solution which can allow which can allow to flow the electric current or to pass the electric current easily, that is called electrolytes. So we know the strong electrolyte is also can flow the electric current or through the substance, or through the weak electrolyte also electric current pass can easily. But in that case, in the strong electrolyte, the substance or the liquid substance completely ionized. That means strong electrolyte means strongly can flow the electric current. So in the strong electrolyte, it is formed by the complete ionization of the substance. That means the complete ion will be formed, due to which electric current can pass easily. But in the case of weak electrolyte, there will be weak electrolyte. That means there will be no complete dissociation of ion, or no complete ionization will be formed. There will be no complete ionization will be formed. So it is called weak electrolytes. Strong electrolyte, the examples are the strong electrolytes, that is salt, any salt, that is NaCl, KNO3, etc. And the acids like HCl, H2SO4, then HNO3, etc. And the base like NaOH, KOH, etc. are the examples of strong electrolytes. And weak electrolytes, the examples of weak electrolytes like organic acid, organic base, and organic acid and organic base. Organic acid like acetic acid, CH3, COOH, etc. And other examples are phenol, benzene, etc. Suppose phenol, nahi? Yes, phenol. Phenol also there will be non-conductor, is not a phenol. So weak electrolytes is phenol. Ammonia, etc. These are the weak electrolytes. So my dear students, this is the introduction class of electrochemistry, by which we can discuss about the electrochemistry, that is the definition or the branch of chemistry, that is the electrochemistry. And the introduction is about the substance. Substance are of three types on the basis of the electric current will be passed, or on the basis of the electric current the substance are divided into three categories. One is called conductor, another one is here, that is semiconductor, and non-conductor or insulator. So these are the first part of the electrochemistry. Let us, or in the second chapter or second part or the second lesson, we have discussed about the redox reaction, which is very important. So it is the introduction class. Thank you.